tonight, we're going somewhere almost no human has ever been, down into the deep ocean, where the creatures look less like animals and more like nightmares that learned biology. Why the ocean gets weirder. Beneath the calm, sunlit surface, the ocean flips from familiar blue to something closer to outer space. Below about 200 meters, sunlight fades to a dim ghost of itself, too weak for photosynthesis. This is where the deep sea begins. Cold, dark, high pressure, and starved of food. From here down, life is under siege by 3 brutal rules. Almost no light, very little food, crushing pressure that gets worse with every meter. The deeper you go, the more evolution is forced to cheat. Eyes get bigger or vanish. Bodies go transparent or ultra-black. Mouths stretch into impossible shapes. Teeth spill out like needles, and reproduction itself becomes body horror. These creatures look creepy because they are optimized for a world our eyes and instincts were never built to understand. The ocean zones from blue to black. Scientists divide the ocean into light zones. Sunlit, epipelagic. Surface to approximately 200 meters, bright enough for plants and reefs. Twilight, mesopelagic. Approximately 200 to 1,000 meters. Dim blue glow, no photosynthesis, strange silhouettes. Midnight, bathypelagic. Approximately 1,000 to 4,000 meters. No sunlight at all. Permanent night. Abyssal. Approximately 4,000 to 6,000 meters. Near freezing plains of mud and bones. Hadal. Greater than 6,000 meters. Trenches deeper than Mount Everest is tall. Pressures over 1,000 times atmospheric. By the time you hit the twilight zone, the familiar rules are gone. Almost no fresh food is produced here. Life feeds on a slow rain of dead things from above, marine snow, plus the occasional jackpot like a whale fall. The water hovers near 4 degrees Celsius, and predators hunt mostly by silhouette and faint glows. In a place where being seen means being eaten, evolution begins to turn the volume up on weird. The twilight zone, invisible bodies, and mass migrations. One of the best ways to hide in dim light is to disappear. Many twilight zone creatures are almost completely transparent. Their muscles, skin, even some organs are see-through. The glass squid and the glass octopus are prime examples. Delicate, gelatinous animals where you can literally see the optic nerve and digestive tract through the body. They drift in deep tropical waters around approximately 900 meters, about 3,000 feet. Like living pieces of glassware. Transparency is creepy to us because we're used to solid outlines. Down here, a body that doesn't show up is survival tech. It reduces the shadow cast by any faint light from above and makes it harder for predators to see you against the water. Bioluminescence, writing in light. As light dies, life starts making its own. In the twilight zone, countless animals, jellies, fish, shrimp, squid, use bioluminescence, chemical reactions that produce cold light. Below approximately 200 meters, this glow is everywhere. Flashes, pulses, slow streaks, glittering clouds. They use it to attract prey, like a living fishing lure, attract mates, species-specific codes of flashes and patterns, confuse predators, sudden flares, glowing sacrificial body parts that detach, decoy clouds. Almost all ocean bioluminescence is blue or blue-green, the wavelengths that travel farthest through seawater. That's why so many deep-sea glows have that eerie electric blue color. The largest hidden migration on Earth. Every night, something enormous happens in the twilight zone. Billions of animals rise toward the surface to feed, then retreat before dawn. This is Deal vertical migration, and in terms of biomass, it's the largest daily migration on the planet, far bigger than wildebeest or birds. Tiny zooplankton, small fish, squid, many spend the day deep where it's dark and safe. At night, they move hundreds of meters upward to graze on surface plankton, then drop back down before the sun rises and exposes them. For a fish larva, that trip can be the equivalent of a human swimming tens of kilometers straight up and down daily. Sonar operators in World War II thought they were seeing a false seafloor, a mysterious layer that moved up and down. It turned out to be this migrating animal layer. To us, an invisible living ceiling that shrinks and rises with the night is unsettling. Anglerfish, the original deep-sea jump scare. Few deep-sea creatures are as iconic or as unnerving as the anglerfish. Females drift through the midnight zone with an enormous head, a mouth full of translucent fangs, and a bioluminescent lure hanging from a modified dorsal spine above the mouth. That lure is powered by symbiotic bacteria, often photobacterium, living inside the fleshy bulb, the esca at the tip. The bacteria get housing and nutrients, the fish gets a cold, ghostly lantern in the dark. When small fish or squid approach to investigate, the anglerfish lunges, sucking them in with vacuum-like speed. Dragonfish and red light, night vision nobody else has. Most deep-sea animals, when they glow, use blue. But some dragonfish, family Stomidae, such as Malacosteus niger, broke the rules. They generate deep red bioluminescence and have retinas tuned to see that red light. An almost unique ability. To most deep-sea animals, red light is invisible. Their eyes are insensitive to it. So the dragonfish basically carries a red flashlight that only it can see. Ultra-black fish that erase themselves. Some of the most unsettling deep-sea fish don't glow at all. They're so black, they practically erase themselves. Recent studies found at least 16 species of deep-sea fishes with ultra-black skin that absorbs greater than or equal to 99.5% of incoming light, making them darker than most engineered black materials. The trick? Their skin is packed with melanosomes, pigment-filled structures, arranged in a dense, continuous layer that traps light like a labyrinth. Here's the part that should really give you chills. More than 80% of the ocean is still unexplored, unmapped, or unseen, and less than 0.001% of the deep sea floor has been visually observed. If you want to keep descending into the unknown, from ghost fish and ultra-black predators to alien vent worlds, subscribe to Discovering the Unknown. The next dive may show us something even stranger.